bottom of the driveway below Cadillac Hill. Some of the work being done by Jeepers Jamboree at this intersection between the rock slab or the granite slab and the trail here. I'm with Kevin Arnold with Jeepers Jamboree. Hey, Kevin.
How you doing, Ron?
I'm great.
Good.
Hey, what do we got going on here and why?
Well, this is a spot on Cadillac that's been getting hit with erosion the last few years. And so what we're doing is trying to build a ramp here so that the rock doesn't disappear below the big rock, trying to tie it all together. And so we got 16 volunteers from Georgetown area, Fossville area, Paul Pines, holding all the concrete bags yesterday, donated by RTF. Thank you guys very much. We're going to be doing some mixing, basically laying the rock down, doing some rebar work to tie in the rock, and then we're going to lay down the mud right on top of that. 2 pallets, basically.
Yeah, so I see here the typical chain link fencing and the rock for like the Gabion style backfill. I see you've got some rebar that was previously drilled into the granite. That's to help pin that in.
Yeah. So the Gabion or burrito, they call it. When we did that 2 or 3 years ago, it failed, and a lot of it is we didn't have enough rock to compress the burrito to keep it in place. And so basically a chain link just became exposed, and then all the rock washed right down the trail.
Got it.
So what we're going to try to do is tie in the rock and the concrete this time, and so we won't be able to see the old
Sure.
remains of the previous.
So it's try to make a big giant rock.
Exactly.
Out of concrete and existing stone and the existing metal, so it stays. All right.
The
Well,
reality is, you got people that are going out and in. The rock wants to go down the trail.
Sure.
So if we can hold it in here the best we can, it'll sustain a few years.
sure. And the transition right here has historically been a problem because this is where the wheel spin begins and it just pushes the rock down the hill.
It is. This is a steep grade here, and it's front tires aren't pulling, the back tire is going to be digging. So it's a little bit of a twist, and we're going to try to alleviate that as well.
Yeah, and we're using existing rock that was probably up here at one point. We're just bringing it back up here.
Yeah, most of this rock down in the trail, I believe, was here.
Okay.
So.
All right. I appreciate the work you're doing up here, Kevin.
Good.
Thank you.
Ron. Appreciate it.
Good. We're here with Miles Byer with the Tahoe National Forest. He's helping out with Jeepers Jamboree and this trail project. Hey Miles, what are we doing and why?
So what we're doing here is we're armoring up the base of this rock because as water comes down, it starts to undercut that, making it a bigger hole, makes it harder for the Jeeps to come up. Steeper it is, the more wheel spin, so it's just kind of a compounding effect. So what we're doing is putting down some rocks and rebar to armor this up, pouring down some concrete on top, smoothing that out, smooth that angle out, and then also ideally we can get the water coming off this hillside off the trail that'll prevent further entrenching.
So we'll probably like a water bar here someplace also?
Potentially in the future, yeah.
Okay. And it looks like this has been done before, and so that's the reason why for the concrete, right?
Yes.
Is because the rock has been getting kicked out of there for mostly with vehicles going up the hill?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Well, good. I appreciate your helping out here.
Yeah, appreciate being out here. Have a good one.
Very good. So this hole is being filled in with rock, rebar, and existing Gabion material that was kicked out of there before. The idea here is with the concrete, the rock will stay, and we'll have less of a problem here in the future.
Let me go get it.
And then, just as Miles was talking about, a way of getting the water that comes off of the granite slab here get it off the trail, and there'll be less erosion.
Oh, try this. Mess my whole thing up. Let's see if we can tongue over. Let's see if we can pick it up and just move it over.
Trying to get the mixer placed so that it optimizes the mixed concrete back into the hole.
Yeah, we move it down a little bit.
We're moving it like that.
Hang on, we're up the tongue. Right? Alright, I'm gonna lift this up. Yep, sweet. It's in the chain link. Swing it your way, Dan. Swing it towards the slope. Other way. Sorry, Zeke. Rock underneath it? No, get it.
Smaller aggregates filled in the hole to help bond the concrete in with the rebar rock and existing chain link fencing that was that essentially failed from the previous repair. But they've got the rebar tied to the previous rebar that was pinned and drilled and pinned into the granite. And hopefully this will be a longer term fix.